right. Well, thank you all for coming. To be honest, this is still pretty crazy to me. A few months back, if you can think it's only been a few months, someone called and said, we'd like to offer you a mortgage-free, wheelchair-accessible smart home. And, right away I was like, all right, scammer, and hang up. It's crazy to me that not only would they offer such an amazing thing, but then the crew showed up and built it so fast. So, even when they first bought the land here, I didn't really think it was real. We learned in the military that kind of nothing is real until it actually happens. You could be lined up to deploy or on the tarmac and still get shut down. And so even when they bought the land, when the road went in, the telephone poles went in, it still really wasn't real. Like, is there really going to be a house there? And then they poured the pad, and I was like, well, it's really starting to come together. They're starting to make this investment, and I'm starting to believe that it'll happen. And I'm sure my friend Lauren can attest, the first time that we pulled up when they were starting to work and they started putting walls together, and obviously I teared up, like I am now. It's just incredible to see a dream become reality, or things that you didn't even think you could dream become a reality. It's just unreal that you guys did this through the heat and humidity here. You persevered through the weather that we had when they were doing the roof. I can't believe you guys did all that and worked like that. This house will change my life in ways I never really even imagined. When I went down and met with the foundation and they talked about the different accessibility features, it's things I never even heard of. Right now my house is not accessible where I live, and so when I need to take my legs off at the end of the day, I crawl everywhere. There's a wheelchair on the main floor of the house, and there's one in the garage, but upstairs I just crawl to and from the bathroom and things like that. So I'm used to making it happen, but I never imagined in a million years that somebody would come along and do all this to make my life so much easier. How hard everybody worked and how smooth everybody worked. I'm sure there were some hiccups, and I don't think Patty threw anything lately, but at least I didn't witness it. But to watch you guys like a well-oiled machine of worker bees just making this happen in 2 weeks was amazing and astonishing, and just really can't believe it. I'd like to thank Tunnels to Towers Foundation, A Soldier's Journey Home, I know Laird's HVAC, the plumbers union that came in, and just all of you volunteers. It really was an army that made this happen, and I can't thank you all enough for what I'm about to see and what I'm about to deal with for the rest of my life that I just never imagined would change my life in these ways. I can't even thank you all enough. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for your sweat and hard work. I know there was some blood and tears on the site too, and a little bit of super glue. But thank you all so much. There's no words to thank you. I hope that I get to see many of you on next year's build, whether or not if I just come out and pick up water bottles or, run errands for you, but I want to stay a part of this new family forever. You guys are amazing.